We welcome Dr. Travis Baes, MD and orthopedic surgeon that is, from Ortho Michigan in Flint. Dr. Baes, thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I am sure tibia and fibula bones were some of the most searched terms on Google last night. I searched them after Hutchinson took that hit. But where in the leg, doctor, are those bones located, and how serious of an injury is it when those bones are broken?
Yeah, absolutely. So your tibia and your fibula are the two main bones in your leg, just below the knee and above the ankle. The tibia is commonly referred to as the shin bone, so it's the larger of the two bones. It's the predominant weight-bearing bone, and so it takes up about 80 to 90% of the load. The fibula is the smaller bone on the outside aspect of your leg, which does much less in regards to actually weight-bearing. So when you have a fracture to the tibia and fibula, it can really vary based on the location, whether it's in the shaft, if it's up near the knee or down by the ankle, and the types of treatments are much different for the locations of the fracture. So, right now, a lot of it's speculation that's circulating on the internet of what exactly the type of injury was that he did have.
And we understand, doctor, from the team that Hutchinson underwent a successful surgery last night in the Dallas area. And describe for us, if you've done a surgery on these two bones, what kind of, what is entailed in that surgery, particularly of these two bones in the leg?
With the video that everyone kind of replayed, it seems like it probably was a tibial shaft fracture. And typically surgery for that involves placing a metal rod down the leg, which we call as an intramedullary nail. And again, this is mostly speculation, but if that's the case, we usually do these surgeries right away to stabilize the long bone fractures. But the nice part is people can weight bear on it, immediately after surgery. And so hopefully that's pretty much the injury that he did have. But again, it's all speculation. There's other ways to fix it too, plates and screws, but without knowing the exact details, that's all I can really offer at this point.
And what is the typical prognosis for a full recovery? And is a full recovery different for a trained athlete, let's say, as opposed to just an average person?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Typically fractures like this typically will take somewhere around 8 to 12 weeks to heal, and that's for the bone to actually kind of, heal the fracture itself. Now, the recovery in regards to athletes and return to play is usually longer than that. I would imagine somewhere around 4 to 6 months. There's not a lot in the literature reporting on tibial shaft fractures because they're just not that common of an injury, especially in NFL. Usually it's more ligamentous, soft tissue strains, or ligamentous sprains that we're seeing. But I would imagine after the fracture actually heals, the return to sport in terms of getting back to play level would somewhere be closer to about 4 to 6 months.
So the team has said that Hutchinson will not be back for the rest of this season, but you think it is reasonable, or could be reasonable, that he could be back on the field by next season?
Yeah, I would imagine, based on the reports I've seen and in agreement, I don't think he'll return necessarily this season, but I have full confidence that he'll likely go on to heal this and probably be back, without restrictions in the future, I'd imagine next season.
Dr. Travis Baes, MD, orthopedic surgeon from Ortho Michigan, also does work at Hurley Medical Center. We thank you for joining us on First at 4 today. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.